Today we have a special feature on the Haverford7 show. I just met with Michael Fein, director of the Haverford High School Jazz Ensemble, because Thursday there's an event that you're going to want to know about. Michael Fein, welcome to the Haverford7 show. I got introduced to you by Tom Kelly, who is doing Springfest. He said Michael's doing the jazz ensemble and you guys are going to be at Springfest as well, right?
Yeah, can't wait.
And then you've got a much sooner event, which is what I wanted to chat with you about. So what's coming up here for the jazz ensemble?
So next Thursday we have our annual evening of jazz.
Okay.
It's 6:30 p.m. in the Haverford High School auditorium.
Okay.
All of our jazz groups from the middle school and the high school are going to be performing, along with our guest artist, who's a guy named Conrad Herwig, great jazz trombone player.
Excellent. So give us a little bit of background. I mean, so how did you come to direct the ensemble? What's your background coming to all this?
Well, actually, I'm a Haverford graduate, so
Okay.
I graduated back in 1998.
So you traveled far and wide, and
You got it. And
people don't leave Havertown, man. People just don't leave.
So I went to school at Rutgers University.
Okay.
Got my master's degree at Rowan University. Taught 1 year in Ridley School District, and then this music technology job opened up here at Haverford.
Mm-hmm.
So I started that job in 2003. Been here ever since. My first year we started up the Lab Band, which is our second jazz band at the high school.
Okay.
So that band basically offers an opportunity for another 20 students to get involved in jazz at the high school. And I taught that band for a number of years after school. And then Dr. Shanefield, who used to direct the top band, the jazz ensemble at the high school, took a sabbatical, and I took over that band that year. And we just decided to kind of keep the arrangement. So now Dr. Shanefield does the lab band, and I've been doing the jazz ensemble for probably 4 or 5 years at this point.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the jazz ensemble. I mean, what's its history, and why should people come out and see the evening of jazz?
So the jazz ensemble's been in existence at the high school. I think Dr. Rudolph started a show band at the middle school probably 36 years ago.
Okay.
This is
before either of our times here in Havertown.
Right. So the jazz at Haverford has existed for over 35 years. We've been hosting this annual evening of jazz. Dr. Rudolph started it 36 years ago.
Wow.
So this is our 36th annual evening of jazz.
Wow. That's continuity.
Yeah. Most years we've had a guest artist. There was a few years where we did either like an alumni band or just did the students. So it's always a great event. It's really kind of like the high point of our performance here.
Okay.
It's just the kids have been working all year long, kind of getting ready for this performance. It's in the spring, so like I said, we've been preparing, we've been playing. And it's kind of that point in the year where the kids are really gelling as a group.
Right. Yeah, they've had some time together to become cohesive.
Right. So kind of like the ebb and flow of the school year. We start right after marching band season ends in the late fall, heading into the winter, and then we have a lot of festivals in the winter time, January, February, March, and then we hit our evening of jazz, usually April or. Sometimes, I guess not usually as late as May, but usually in March or April. We also get a chance to work with the guest artist.
Okay.
The last 2 years, we started this jazz residency program through some donations from a contributor, and then also donations from the community.
Excellent.
So Conrad Herwig has been here. He's been here for 4 visits.
Okay.
So he really gets a close interaction with the students. Before the residency, we would have a guest artist come in that day, work with the students that day in rehearsal and a clinic, and then the performance. But this jazz residency is kind of a whole different vibe. We really develop a relationship with the guest artist. He gets to work with the students a lot more.
That's very cool, yeah.
Yeah, so this final performance, instead of kind of like a whirlwind day,
right,
is like a culmination of this, this process of the jazz residency.
Excellent.
It's really a special performance.
And so tell me again, when is it, and what are the facts and figures of time and all that good stuff again?
Sure. So it's a Thursday, April 23rd.
So right around the corner. Mark your calendar.
In the Haverford High School auditorium.
Okay.
It's at 6:30 p.m. I don't know if I mentioned that. Tickets at the door are $12 for adults and $6 for students and seniors. All of the profits benefit the jazz groups here at Haverford. Concert usually goes from about 6:30 to 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
Excellent. Okay. And tell me a little bit about the involvement with Springfest, since we'll connect this with the other piece that we did.
Sure. So we're always looking for great public community events, and I was really happy when this opportunity came up. It's nice. It's at the end of our jazz year, so we have a lot of tunes. So filling up a 30-minute set will be no sweat for us. We love to do these community performances when possible. A few years back, we performed for the Twilight Run, which is another community event. And we're just really happy to be able to participate in this Spring Fest, let the community hear what jazz is going on.
Take it out of the school for those that don't make it over here, and it should be a blast. Should be a fun time. Yeah, so all of Brookline Boulevard, that one's May 17th, so mark your calendar for that one too.
And we're on at noon.
You're on at noon, so you're the first, because it's noon to 7, so get there early. Don't miss out.
Open the festival.
That's right. Support the local jazz community here.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Excellent. Well, Michael Fein, thank you for being our guest today on the Haverford7 show, and I hope people take advantage of this and some local talent here and all the great work you guys are doing.
Great. Thanks so much.